Howdy folks, this is Eric the Mind Control Guy. Background looks a little different because I'm out here on my weekend, which is my Sunday. I'm out here finally, it's a nice day, it's not raining, and I can go out and start working on my wood pile. It's one of the things I do. Because I learned a long time ago, and with all the stories we've been hearing, plus or minus for a long time, the movies they've made, plus what we've already experienced, like back in 2003, and they had the Northwest blackout, or the Northeast blackout, I'm sorry. 50 million people affected all the way to Michigan. And you never know what day is going to be the day. And we've heard about solar bursts like that happened back in 1859. Of course, the only thing we had electrical at that time was the telegraph system. Now in 2023, we've been hearing all kinds of stories, plus or minus, muddy the water, so to say, getting people all hyped up, and then it doesn't happen. Get everybody hyped up, and then it doesn't happen. But you never know what day is going to be the day. Maybe something that was never expected, came out of nowhere, like March '98, that blizzard we had that shut down northern Indiana and northeast Chicago. Came out of the middle of nowhere. I was in that storm. I was hauling for Pep Boys at the time, going up daily run up Chicago. Left Plainfield, Indiana, which is just west of Indianapolis. Drive up. No problem. A little windy. No big deal. Get up to exit 201 Remington. And it was raining. No big deal. 5 miles after that, it started snowing. 5 miles after that, couldn't see the road. 5 miles after that, it was covered bank to bank, and you weren't quite sure where the road was. Now, this is exit 201, about 4:30 in the morning. I ended up getting off at exit 240. I had to hang my head out the window because I really couldn't tell where the road was. My speed was dropped down to about 20 miles an hour. And then the fog hit. Pouring snow. I just about missed the exit because I couldn't tell exactly where the exit was. It was dark, it was fog, it was snow, everything. The bushes, the pavement, the signs, everything was blanket white. We ended up staying there for a day and a half. A lot of us did. And anyway, people who continued to go up the road, a lot of them had to be rescued by the National Guard. Governor wakes up in the morning, where's my snow plows? Sir, nobody expected this. It was unpredicted. This was back in March 1998. Well, you never know when there's going to be a solar burst, when some electronics wizard is going to flip the switch and there's no electricity. If you have no electricity, no power, and maybe even it affects to where you have no gas, how are you going to stay warm? But more than that, how are you going to cook? You got to go back to the original fuel of mankind. Wood. Dry wood. And that's why not only me, but countless people across the country, right here in Indiana, Illinois, I drive all over. You see it all the time. Deep South, Midwest, Northwest, all over, where campfires have not been outlawed, or wood stoves have not been outlawed. And like all the crap the EPA is trying to do out in California, formerly known as California. And you don't have to have the biggest logs out there to cook on. I mean, who's going to want to cook your bacon and eggs over a 5 or 6 foot flame? Now, you use the small stuff for that. Small twigs, small sticks, maybe logs about that big just to cook. But you get your twigs out there, your small stuff. Ain't going to take long, and it takes up a lot less space, and you can have a lot more of it. And so that's what I'm doing finally. I always say I'm going to do it on my Saturday. I say it every week, and what happens? I'm just out of pizzazz from running the highway all week, and I'm just out of energy, out of ambition. My Sunday, I do, but then I got to go to work tonight. But it happens. Anyway, for everybody who likes to follow me and has good vibes, good things to say, and we're all on the same frequency, to you folks, I say, hey, have a nice day. But to all of you trolls that like to follow me and say nothing but nasty stuff, whether it be on my YouTube site, on my Facebook channel, any of that, there's another message for you. Did you get that? That's my message for all the trolls that like to follow not just me, but a lot of other good people out there and just say uncalled for nasty crap. Because all these trolls, they got their head up their ass set in concrete. Now, I don't see why anybody would object to having, a good supply of wood on hand just in case your power goes out and you need to cook. Nobody expected that power outage in 2003. Every year in the Northeast they have blackouts. In California they have brownouts. And now they want everything going electric and get rid of gas. You can bet the grid's eventually going to go start cold in California someday. Or if we have another solar burst, like it happened back in 1859. Thank God it was only the telegraph. But can you imagine today, 2023, having a solar burst that fries the grid worldwide? You're back to the Stone Age. Everybody's going to be fighting for every last scrap of food, scrap of anything. Be prepared. People have been saying this for decades. Be prepared. And people like me get slandered just for saying that. Now, is YouTube going to hack this video like they did mine last week, where all I did was give a thumbs up to a book? Is Facebook going to hack this video just because I've been telling people what people have been saying for decades? All our ancestors did what we did. Always have a good supply of wood and stuff like that. Remember, electricity, in the history of the earth, electricity hasn't been around that long. All the modern convenience haven't been around that long, if you think about it. Because, when things do go bad, I don't want all these scumbags that have been cussing me out, saying all kinds of uncalled for things, coming over saying, hey, can you help me out? Or, hey, let's go steal what you've got. No way. Anyway, I got to go back to cutting my wood before I go to work tonight. Y'all take care. And just remember what I've said. Take care.